All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Pretty excited about this new Lesson 3, Module 1, Module 3, Lesson 1. We're going to go ahead and get started. Just to get us started, we are going to actually use the Starter Template CRUD F25. That's going to be our new one for the rest of the semester, okay? And we're going to go from there. So we're going to start by using this template, create a new repository. I'm going to call it Mars Demo 3, make it private, and create that repository. While that is working, I'm going to go into my Heroku and I'm going to create the new app. And I'm going to do the same thing, Mars Demo 3, just like that, and create the app. Okay, when I go and create the app there, I want to go to GitHub and immediately connect it. So I'm going to say Mars and just hit search. And it should give me Mars Demo 3 right here. And we'll let that connect in. And then we're going to come down here, enable auto deploy, and deploy it as a branch. All right, so that's going to grab that. Now we want to go into resources, and we want to create our new database. So I'm going to do MySQL, do a search there. I'm going to grab this JAWSDB one, go with the free version, submit the order, and then I'm going to have my own JAWSDB. What I want to do is I want to also grab the MySQL Workbench. And you can get it by just going to do a search for MySQL Workbench download and do the download and grab it. Once you get it and get it installed, it will look something like this. Okay, and we are going to go to get our credentials, which are here. This will obviously be deleted after this, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to copy those and I'm going to paste them into like a notepad document so I can have them for later. And I'm going to create my connection. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to create my connection. So I can, and this is just, we only use these connections to verify that they work. We can log in. This is a client. It logs into our database and we can just see what's going on. So I'm going to call this Mars Demo 3 and just a name up there. And the host name, I got to make sure that I'm real careful and I don't get any spaces. But I'm going to replace this with the host name. And if you noticed, I did it wrong. All right, but we're good now. And then I'm going to take the username. And I'm going to store the password in the vault. And I'm going to change out my database schema. And I'm going to test the connection. It worked great. And I'm going to click OK. So here's my Mars Demo 3. I'm going to open it up. Once it's opened up, I like to have this set up. Sometimes this is over here. We don't need that. I like to move this up and down a little bit. And then sometimes it's on administration and maybe this is up here. It depends on if you're on a Mac or a Windows box. I like to click on schemas and you'll notice there are no tables. If I hit refresh, there's no tables. Okay. If there were tables, I can click on them and I can run queries over here on the table. This is just a MySQL client. It's actually pretty easy to use, but that's how I'm going to connect into the Workbench to see how things test. And that's pretty much it for this first video.